proposing a new crop altogether, which is not known, is always a challenge. It's always a daunting task.
ऐसे एवरेज पे हमें 20 से 25 क्विंटल जो है वो हमें रोज़ाना मिलते हैं फ्लावर हार्वेस्ट के।
अगर हम दूसरी फार्मिंग देखेंगे, ये उस फार्मिंग से बहुत आसान है।
आकाश में पान पान ते पकाने में से बेहस गाड़ी मतलब गाड़ी के हिसाब से पकना वाने से
अच्छा खासा मेरा बिजनेस अच्छा चल रहा है, मतलब आई एम गेटिंग अ गुड रिस्पांस और मैं 5-6 लड़कियों को आगे सपोर्ट कर पा रही हूँ।
And this year we have a good bloom of lavender in our farms.
The field station at Banura Pulwama is one of the largest field stations of CSIR Indian Institute of Integrative Medicine Jammu, spread over 200 acres. At Banura, research and development for technologies on production and post-harvest management of various medicinal, aromatic and other industrial crops is pursued. These developed technologies are eventually disseminated to farmers, agri-entrepreneurs, industry and other stakeholders.
ऐसा नाव तो कौन सा नीट गैप फिलिंग आसान करें सहायक पेवन यो हर्द करें गैप फिलिंग बेहस पेवन चूड़ उड़ दिन बेहस कटिंग पेवन पर दिसंबर जनवरी तो फरवरी
खास ख्याल मतलब बोन गसी ज्यादा छन ये के कुलिस गसी नुकसान वातन के यम किस मतलब ये हनास के ये गई बचुन ये मतलब वसी यम बोन हम so गस खराबी कुलिस भी के
अच्छा जोद जवरी योर यवन छ 2037 शतु दह छ पेवन रातस दिन
कहरत कराना बना आखिर छ छुट्टी आसान दा कहरत
ज्यादातर लेवंडरस पेवान करन सफाई वफाई चूड़ दिन खाद वाद पेवान त्रावन पछ नेरान आज यथ फसल
आकाश में पान पान ते पकाने से बेहस गाड़ी मतलब गाड़ी के हिसाब से पकना वाने से
Lavender, a highly valued aromatic crop, which occupies a commanding position in the global flavor and fragrance industry, is not native to Jammu and Kashmir. One of the renowned scientists from the Council of Scientific and Industrial Research, Dr. Akhtar Hussain, brought lavender from Bulgaria and introduced it in Kashmir in the early 70s.
वो जो ज़मीन थी वो बेकार थी, उसमें पहले कुछ बादाम के दाने के बाद में वो ख़त्म हो गए थे, वो बेकार पड़ी थी। तो जब ये हमने लगाया तो आज हमें अच्छा लगता है क्योंकि उसमें अच्छा पैसा आता है। बेकार ज़मीन में अगर इतना अच्छा पैसा आएगा तो हमारे लिए बड़ी अच्छी बात है, क्योंकि अगर हम दूसरी फार्मिंग देखेंगे, ये उस फार्मिंग से बहुत आसान है। 2-3 दिन का बड़ा काम होता है, ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा 2-3 दिन का काम होता है।
We have 2 farms, one is at Dara, Fakir Gujri, and one is in Dudhpatri. So there mainly our major crops are lavender, which we have grown. This is the second year for that crop establishment, and apart from that we have rosemary, we have rose.
क्योंकि अकेला ये काम नहीं हो सकता है, ये एक एम्प्लॉयमेंट जनरेट होती है एरिया में। हम खुद भी करते हैं, हम इसमें दूसरे जो मजदूर काम करते हैं एरिया में उनको भी हम इसमें यूटिलाइज करते हैं।
We see the influence or the impact of all these missions and the programs is that the national economy is being positively actually augmented and supported. And you might have also heard that Honorable Prime Minister has made mention of all these activities in his recent episode of Man Ki Baat in Jammu and Kashmir, particularly Bhadrawa, where we took this crop under CSR Aroma Mission, and our Minister for Science and Technology, Dr. Jitendra Singh, has also very keen interest to see that we develop or we incubate more and more Agri-Tech startups. We bring in more and more young, educated people in the fold who actually look in production of these crops not from a traditional point of view of a farmer, but as a person who can run a business out of these crops.
So we don't just formulate these products from our own raw material. We procure from other farmers as well, which who are already established in growing the aromatherapy crops.
तो टर्नओवर अगर देखा जाए तो मतलब अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह इट इज़ इन लैक्स पर ईयर, तो अच्छा खासा मेरा बिज़नेस अच्छा चल रहा है, मतलब आई एम गेटिंग ए गुड रिस्पॉन्स, और मैं 5-6 लड़कियों को आगे सपोर्ट कर पा रही हूँ, वो सबसे बड़ी बात है।
And when we have to harvest, that time we hire additional workload from other, like their friends and family. We hire some ladies who come to cut the crop, then make the bundles, and then we transport it to a distillation facility, and there we distill the oil.
ऐसे एवरेज पे हमें 20 से 25 क्विंटल जो है वो हमें रोज़ाना मिलते हैं फ्लावर हार्वेस्ट के। करीबन 6 से 7 क्विंटल हम एक बैच में डाल देते हैं, और हमारा रोज़ाना के तौर पे हम लगभग इसमें 10 से 25 लीटर जो है वो हासिल करते हैं।
So the steam that we require to heat the water or the material that's inside the jacket, steel jacket of this distillation unit, is generated from this boiler. This boiler actually we heat up with the direct fire, जो हमारा ईंधन होता है firewood, उससे इसको गर्म करते हैं, and all across this plant जो है हमारे ये ट्यूब्स जो है स्प्रेड है, ये ट्यूब्स के ज़रिए वो कन्वे करते हैं हम स्टीम को।
स्टीम जनरेट करने में हमको लगभग 2-3 घंटे लगते हैं। जब हम बॉयलर जलाते हैं उसके बाद 2-3 घंटे लगते हैं स्टीम जनरेट करने को। जब हमारी स्टीम, हमको लगता है कि हमारी स्टीम जनरेट हुई, उसके बाद जो मटेरियल है वो उसको हम इस वेसल में डालते हैं और उसको बॉयल करते हैं। वहाँ से जो आप देख रहे हैं यही तेल जो है हम वहाँ से, जो हमारा वहाँ सेपरेट फनल है, वहाँ से कलेक्ट करते हैं वो ऑयल।
इस ऑयल को हम पहले बेसिक हाइड्रो स्टीम डिस्टिलेशन से एक्सट्रैक्ट करते हैं, और उसके बाद इसमें जो है काफ़ी सारे और प्रोसेसेस चलते हैं जिसको हम वैल्यू एडिशन कहते हैं। चाहे फिर ये ऑयल जो है डायरेक्टली हाई एंड कॉस्मेटिक्स में जाए, या डायरेक्ट इंडस्ट्री को ये सेल करते हैं, तो ऐसी कई सारी वैल्यू चेन्स जो है हम क्रिएट करते हैं इसी फील्ड स्टेशन पे।
For the promotion of this aromatic crop, the government has adopted various extension programs aimed at research and development. Some of these programs include the CSIR Aroma Mission, Floriculture Mission, among other regional projects. In Kashmir too, lavender farming and its promotion is being run under these Pan-India Mission programs, along with the production of other aromatic plants such as roses and rosemary.
We have so many of the commodities that are used in the aroma industry, flavor fragrance industry, cosmetic industry, which develop products for toiletries, fine fragrances, beauty care products. We have so many products that are used in therapeutic industry which are imported. Because India has a diverse geography, India has a diverse agroclimatic conditions, India has diverse availability of natural resources. Considering all these aspects, government under these missions are proposing and expanding a different set of region-specific crops to all such people, places where the people, primarily the farmers, could benefit by production of these crops. And we all know that these crops have industrial demand and they fetch good returns in comparison to the traditional crops. And when we produce these crops indigenously, the costs on the import of such commodities, which otherwise we were, putting in to get the material, is also reduced. So we are contributing to the import substitution. And thirdly, we get the quality raw material for the industry. This entire ecosystem of enterprise is developed, wherein we have multiple stakeholders. We have farmers, we have researchers, and then we have the industry, which is the backbone of the nation.
What we see is women are more inclined towards cultivating these aromatic crops, and they have a knack towards growing these plants and then formulating something out of it. Since they are the ones ultimately using these products, so they have that interest in growing and doing some innovation in this field.
बेसिकली क्या करती थी, ये जो ऑयल्स वगैरह है सारे मैं बाहर से लाती थी, बट सम टाइम बैक इवेंट हुआ था CSIR का, तो वहाँ पे मैं आई वाज इंट्रोड्यूस कि मतलब यहाँ पे सारे ऑयल्स हमें कश्मीर में ही मिल रहे हैं, और जो कि वर्ल्ड में बेस्ट क्वालिटी है, जो एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है। तो यहाँ पे फिर मुझे कनेक्ट किया उन्होंने विद लोकल फार्मर्स, जिनके जैसे कि पुलवामा में बहुत बड़ा इनका ये है सेंटर है एक, वहाँ से काफ़ी ऑयल निकलता है, तो मैं वहाँ से प्रोक्योर करती हूँ।
Proposing a new crop altogether, which is not known, is always a challenge. It's always a daunting task. And yes, we know that this crop holds promise, and many international countries, for instance, we have Bulgaria, we have France, we have Italy. They are making quite a good amount from lavender. But knowledge sharing, knowledge dissemination, and people, unless until know about this crop and how we can judiciously develop products in this crop, and we can market and brand those crops, that would be one area where we will have to work very hard.
We develop face wash, serums, creams, in which we incorporate the essence of lavender. So what this lavender does in the face wash, in the creams, is it improves the skin complexion, it helps treat acne, and it's also amazing for hair care. We develop some kind of ethers in which we blend a combination of herbs like rosemary, lavender, cedar wood. We mix 3-4 different types of oil and we come up with an ether.
We, through different processes, through different what we call as phenomena, we try to explore this crop, and the students are the best people to actually know this crop. So that's why we organize programs in terms of the organized research, where they pursue PhD or they do some fellowships, or they working with us in some or the other form to know and work on this crop, so that we could get better results as far as the crop is concerned.
I spent 2-3 years researching on the benefits of lavender oil, how it grows, what kind of care it needs, and how to do value addition in the product. So I did that, and after that I spent 2 years to grow the plants. And this year we have a good bloom of lavender in our farms.
When we, on contrary, cultivate all these crops, for instance, lavender, rose and other crops, which do not require any agrochemicals for maintaining good crop health and achieving good crop yields, then we are actually another way providing a situation or creating an enhanced habitat for these honeybees. That's why you see a lot of swarms of honeybees around us, and we have maintained some 500 colonies of hives of honeybees.
The Institute under CSIR Floriculture Mission provides hand-holding to farmers through capacity building and training programs for the production of quality honey, and is expected to fetch good returns, considering its nutraceutical properties and flavor.
We, under different projects and missions, look forward, and our ministry is also very keen to see that agriculture is actually brought into that startup ecosystem, and we find more and more Agri-Tech startups coming our way, and so that we in agriculture sector also can imagine of having unicorns.